Hello everyone, welcome back to another Aviation Master live stream. Fly with Rev, welcome to the stream. Yeah, it was a little bit of a longer intro, but I had to set up some stuff in the background. Today we're going to be flying in the UK. After a really long time, I've actually figured that we should fly here more often, but unfortunately there's literally ATC in the UK. It's like literally everywhere except Isle of Man and Leeds, so we're not going to do that unless someone wants to join, but it's totally up to you. Anyways, we've got Boundless, Isle of Man, and Orbx Leeds to check out today, as well as a bunch of ortho tiles for the route over there. So it's going to be a full custom scenery route today. So yeah, that's what I've got set up for you guys. Let's go ahead and hop on the cockpit and start everything up. I'm going to go ahead and, oops, battery 1 and 2, external power veil. Let's turn that on. Let's get the adheres aligned. I'm kind of trying to rush everything here, do everything quickly, because I have something to do at 3 o'clock and it's already 1. So this flight should be pretty short, so we should be okay. Bernard the Bronze, welcome aboard. How was your day? Nice to have you here. Anyways, let's go ahead and grab our flight plan. It should be here. EGNS to Leeds. Here it is. Alright, so we've got that pulled up. First thing we're gonna do actually first is grab our performance details and set everything. We only need about 1800 on the aft, forward 1200. That's loaded up. And for fuel, we probably don't need that much. It's a really short route, but I usually like to keep my Avid tab right here so that I can check it out instead of just going down. Good day so far. Awesome. That's really nice. I'm also having a nice day. Great. Alright, so we're gonna leave 500. Sorry, I can't talk today. 5,800 kilograms of fuel. We should be fine with that. As you can see, that's on board already. I'm going to go ahead and get the brightness up for both MCDUs. We're going to be flying an ILS today. We should. I love flying the Toliss A319 ever since I got it. That's awesome. I really like this plane as well. It's probably like my favorite plane ever in the sim. I'm also planning to get some classic Boeings. I want to fly some of those and track VORs, because I usually don't do that in the big modern ones, but on those old ones you would do stuff like that, and it's entertaining, to say the least. Anyway, that's our routing. We're going to go ahead and enter that. No, init page. I'm going to go ahead and enter the flight route, EGNS. We're going to fly over to EGNM. It's kind of weird for me. I haven't flown in Europe in a long time, so like entering ICAOs with E, starting with E, is just, I'm not really used to it. Looking forward to a Spanish stream? Never. You probably won't ever see that. 875 25 and cruising flight level 190. So it's going to be a super short hop. I think transition here in the UK is 5,000 feet. I could be wrong, but we'll have to check the charts for that. Let's go ahead and enter our performance stuff. And 52.7. So 52.7 on the CFW and 28.5 on the center of gravity. So enter that in, and for block we've got 5.8 thousand kilograms. And there we go. EGNS departure, only 2 sits. 2 sits, Timmy's. I don't know, that doesn't look like a transition because there's no SIDS, so it's obviously not transition. You can just enter it directly here. That'll come in. Let's go head over to Timmy's here. And Q39, Quebec 39, Namzu, all the way down to, yeah, it's pretty much just a straight line to the east. Basically our route today. Quebec 4. There it is. We've got Quebec 4 and WAL, so Whiskey Alpha Lima, and direct to Papa Oscar Lima, and we should put that over here. Run on the discontinuity, and it's going to be a direct into Leeds ILS. We're going to take the regular ILS. There's no star, we're just going to do direct. Insert that, and that's it for this routing. Now we should enter the performance stuff. We're gonna go ahead and do that and grab everything from our ISCS. So flaps 130 I ran this stream like an hour early because I didn't realize the other stuff I had to do later, so you know, it's not a problem. It's better if it's early, actually. I probably will forget about the trim, but we're gonna put it in anyway. Gonna go ahead and do that, and I'm gonna go ahead and grab METAR. So I'm just gonna actually, let's just leave that like that. I like using the pop-up more since like it's more accessible. I don't know if there's any ATIS. Yes, we've got Ronald's weight information 123.875. So I'm gonna do 123.875. There we go. Almost there. Just passed it. Altimeter 3047. We'll leave it at 4.8 since we can't like manually adjust values like precisely. But anyways, I think the top radio isn't on, so I'm just gonna go ahead and turn that on, get my fuel pumps on, and that should be it. Go ahead and turn my beacon, nav, and logo lights on, my emergency exit lights. No smoking can come on. I usually don't turn on my seatbelt signs until I turn on the APU, which shouldn't be that far from now actually. And the scenery today is very nice as always. Whoops. I've had the scenery for over a year, actually, like nearly, actually a year and a half or almost 2 years. It's been amazing, like the PBR, all the attention to detail. Like I really highly recommend getting it if you're looking to get something over here. Altitude deficiency, okay. So that means that we haven't set our QNH on the FO side. There we go. We should get those off. And IRS should be ready in about 2 minutes. I'm just gonna go ahead and start up my APU. Once that's started up, I'm gonna turn on my seatbelt signs, and we should be ready to go. I don't know if there's a custom cabin. We do not have one, but I did see in some liveries that they did have a custom cabin, so I might have to check some of those out. I'm gonna go ahead and set my weather panel here. Predictive wind shear, multi-scan GCS automatic on above, and that can stay on standby. Okay, so we're fine on the everything down here on the pedestal. Overhead is looking fine as well. We could do our engine fire tests. Engine 2, APU, and that's it. There we go. We've got everything working. I don't have ground handling installed. I should definitely get that back on the sim, but it doesn't matter that much. And I should definitely update my better pushback. I haven't done that in like a long time, so that should probably fix my Toliss issue. from like the pushback that I had to start up engine 2 first to push back with better pushback. It's probably just because I haven't updated that in a while. Got those integrity, overhead integrity, light it up a little more, and we're going up to 1,900,000. So we're just gonna go direct, get my constraints turned on there, and we should have our IRS aligned any moment now. I'll flap open. Let's go ahead and start up the APU. Let's go ahead and wait for that. Alright. I think that was the doors closing. We do have PSS sounds as well for the A319, so we can also check those out every time we fly on it, which is pretty neat. There we go. We've got the IRS aligned, and that's rising. We just need to wait for 95% and 1, or yeah, just the N, 95%, and we should have our avail light come up here and everything on green. There we go, 95, and there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the bleed, get external power out of the way, seatbelt times can come on, and let's go ahead and call up better pushback. There's the announcements.
Ground the cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Something that's really nice about better pushback is like it's not, I wouldn't necessarily say it's super nice or anything, but like it's cool that it changes. Like for example, if you're on the Europe region, the accent changes.
Ground the cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Like that's actually super interesting. Alright. Okay, so we're on time. We should be taking off by 1:30 or 19:30 Zulu, and I don't know, that clock's definitely not accurate. I can tune that though, but it doesn't matter that much. Alright. Keep those at idle. I got my Bravo Airbus startle pack working here, so that's also a really nice tone of realism added to this.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Alright, let's wait for him to connect. Europe just you know, flying in Europe just hits different. It's all just super nice, really. Like all the scenery, all the airports, definitely worth it. Ah, I forgot. Gotta start up engine 2 first before pushing. Mode norm on the cockpit door. That should be fine.
So connected, a bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
And let's go ahead and see, even if we release the parking brake, it's not gonna push back because we haven't started up our engine 2. So that's particularly something with my better pushback, which I should definitely like fix by the time I'm done with this flight. There's engine 2 over here. I'm gonna let you listen up to this beautiful startup.
Starting pushback.
There it is. And it's gonna start pushing us back. It's gonna yank us back. Well, it actually did it normally this time. That's surprising. Well, we're pushing here. Engine 2 is good to go. It's gonna be a 2-engine taxi because it's, you know, it's a short way over there, so we don't need. 1 engine is unnecessary. We've also got like plenty of fuel left on board for that, so it doesn't really matter. So, okay, since engine 2 is started, I'm just gonna go ahead and do engine 1, like, and get that out of the way. There we go. PBR, super nice.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Alright, parking brake is set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
And for that to finish starting up here. I don't know why, but my better pushback didn't want to connect. That happened to me last night. Actually, last night, I don't remember. I think it was the night before that, but this week that happened to me. I was literally on VATSIM at DCA. I wanted to push back and head down to, I don't remember, was it like Atlanta or something like that? But yeah, anyway, that's the flight I wanted to do, and my better pushback just didn't work, so I had to use the regular pushback, and that just didn't work either. It just like overrode the better pushback, and it was like a disaster. I'm just gonna set TARA right now. It's gonna say TA only, but at least we've got that covered. Both engines are good. Mode norm. APU can come off.
Bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
But Rev, I would recommend reinstalling better pushback. I don't know. It may be a bug with this current X-Plane version. Can't really guarantee anything, but I'm just saying the possible causes to that. I just had bugs with better pushback as well, so yeah. Flaps are coming down to 1. There we go, nice and neat. Wait for the slots to finish coming out there. There we go, awesome. And nose lights, he's giving us a sign, I think. There it is, yeah. We can go, but I'm gonna go ahead and grab the charts first. Auto brakes mats, go ahead and arm these, take off config, cabin check. Alright, we're ready to taxi. I'm gonna go ahead and grab charts for EGNS. Head down to runway 26, which is on the far end over there. And we're gonna taxi. Actually, we can just take the exit here. That's like Echo and Alpha. So Echo and Alpha for our taxi route today. Parking brake can come off, and I'm gonna get foot on the pedals. Go ahead and taxi over. Alright, awesome. Let's go ahead and check out some of these views. Very nice. It has been a while. A really long time. I missed Europe for sure. Yesterday I flew a Jet 2 route from London Luton to Leeds to check out the scenery. Yeah, might be a charts thing, but I think we're on the right track, because there is no Echo right here, like, because the other route is, well, Echo does cross through that runway. I think that's Echo. I may be taking the wrong one, but this one also crosses by the runway 21, so I think we're doing fine. Pretty sure we're on Echo. This is Alpha. Yeah, this is definitely Alpha. But there we go. Some nice PBR as well to check out from that runway. I really like PBR. It just adds so much realism to X-Plane sceneries. I use it myself. And gotta keep an eye here on this deviation. Yeah, I see it. Alright, I've got the runway in sight as well, so there's this patch here. Make sure to turn here. We're not turning on Kilo. We're gonna head to Alpha all the way down to runway 26. And I can say it's a short runway. We're gonna be doing some short runway operations today. Don't want to go too fast. Kind of moderate that speed. And strobe auto. I'm gonna set my strobes to on once we're on the runway. Okay, so everything's looking good. Runway ahead. I like how they made it blend here with this mesh. They probably used like a DCL, like an asphalt decal or something. Alrighty. Great. Okay, so we're coming up here on the active runway. And the extended threshold. Okay, there we go. Landing lights can come on. Nose strobes. Great, we're ready. We're gonna be using the entire runway today. Okay, we're gonna stop here. Every bit of runway here counts because this is a short runway, so we gotta take advantage of all of it. So we're not gonna mess around with any of that. Okay, transponder, weather radar panel set, landing panel is set, cabin has been apprised, and we are ready. So it's gonna be a pack soft departure. Turn those off, and we go ahead and go chrono. We got CFMs today, so we can see that 40%, and Toga, SRS, auto thrust blue, checked. Alright, almost on 100 knots here. Is that correct? I hope so. V1 and rotates. A little late, but we're off the ground here. Positive rate, gear up. Beautiful departure. Alright, let's go ahead and focus up here. Takeoff inhibit. Coming up on S speed here, about 1,000 feet. Gonna start my turn to the left. Flaps flaps up. And thrust lever. Down to climb. Beautiful. And I'm gonna pitch down. Kind of sharp on that turn seat. We're a little bit off, but that's fine. Pitch down a little bit. And autopilot on. Packs on. And we're gonna get our nose and runway turn-offs off, and landing lights can stay on until 10,000 feet. Transition altitude 5,000, I think, but I'm gonna have to double check. Well, actually, wait, hold on. I think I got it. $3,000. Okay, I got it. So See, it's 5,000 feet for the Europe, so I was right. Kind of have to pay attention to that PFD there. Should tell you enough. And great. So we're gonna keep climbing up to flight level 190 here on climb mode. Turning left pretty soon. There's the island, and it's literally just ocean all around. So, but we're gonna start seeing some land after we make the turn, and you know, we start entering the UK area. Alright, awesome. We should do the EGNS runway 8 or 26 arrival. Super fun to do. Definitely. I'll continue flying up here. Almost done making the turn. About nearly 5 miles away from Incop, so I'm gonna monitor that navigation display. Hitting 10,000 feet here, landing lights can come off, and seatbelt signs off. Aviator Ty, welcome to the stream. Plane 11 equals to MSFS. Did you mean MSFS or FSS? I think, I don't know. Actually, it'd be valid if you said either. At this point. But yeah. About 11,800. I'm gonna go ahead and check my engine page. FSX? Why do you think so? Do you fly on MSFS? I think I disagree, because I mean, in technical terms, like background stuff, I definitely disagree, but I don't know, graphics. I used to play on a 2012. Description, it has a glitch. Oh, okay, I know what you mean. Okay. I'll fix that soon. Thank you for letting me know, Aviator Ty. I usually don't set that. I just leave it at automatic. Never gets it right. I don't know how hard it is. Come on now. Okay. And here it is. The only reason why most people use MSFS is graphics. I agree. I definitely agree to that. Cause you know, this is just my opinion, but X-Plane 100% has better flight dynamics than MSFS. Other people say no, you're wrong. You know, real pilots prove that MSFS just has better flight dynamics. I don't agree. Yeah. I don't agree to that. But I think that may change once more aircraft get released, because that also has to do a lot with the flight model. But the ground model obviously is a part on a Zobo, so you know, it's a lot of confusion. I just prefer X-Plane for flight dynamics, and of course, you know, accessibility. That's just my preference. I'm not saying MSFS is bad, because you know, you can enjoy MSFS and that's totally fine. You know, it's a simulator, and I won't judge you, but you know, because that's your preference. But this is my preference. The only reason, aircraft for MSFS, most of them ain't good. I agree to that as well, because I've flown lots of aircraft in MSFS and they aren't good. Some add-on aircraft are great, such as the fly-by-wire A320 and JPL 152. Those mods are amazing, and I definitely enjoy flying those whenever I actually get on MSFS, which is like never. But yeah, I hate the A320 on MSFS. Is garbage. The cockpit doesn't even look real. X-Plane aircraft physics are cool. Yeah, I agree. Well, I don't hate the A320. The cockpit, the cockpit definitely doesn't look what I would expect from an A320 cockpit. This is 100% a lot better. Yeah, with MSFS's jump, yeah, I also agree. Like, lots of animations are like so overdone. Like, for example, I'm going to show you something here. You see how straightforward this is? In MSFS, it would like slowly take you to the off position and slowly take you to the on position. Like, that's just way too overdone. That's something I hate, personally. And the speed of how, like, you know, when you pan around like this with your mouse, it's so slow. That's just my opinion. Again, like, I don't judge you if you fly on MSFS, but I tend to stay away from the simulator. Yeah. But yeah, sometimes you gotta give it to MSFS for the graphics, and you know, sometimes I hop on just because, yeah. And MSFS has a lot of stability issues. Yeah, I had a lot of crashes, like, you know, using vPilot, with MSFS, and you know, that's just something sim-related. That doesn't even have anything to do with like aircraft or anything. That's another sim-related issue, which I have had. You know, I personally say this stuff because I fly on MSFS, and yeah, sometimes. Like, to be fair, like, I haven't flown since like last month. Yeah, I also use A319 11. You know, but people with their preferences. It's up to what you like, really. It's not necessarily what's better, because nothing is really better if you think about it. It's just what you like what feels better to you, what you enjoy more. You know, there is no better sim. I mean, unless there's a sim with good graphics and good physics, that would obviously be superior. Yeah. But if you enjoy it, then yeah, totally okay. Although A319 11, although I'm a bad boy for using the cracked version, it only has water steering. You use the cracked version of X-Plane? Oh boy. Yeah, see, I wouldn't advise anyone to use cracked versions of anything, because, you know, the devs work really hard on their products, so I'd say you should buy X-Plane instead of using that version. You know, it's 100% worth it. I've had it for like 2 years, and it's just been the best thing ever. Hold on a second. All right, so yeah, I'm starting to see some land over there. So we're entering the UK version. Yeah, because I can afford the rail deal. Yeah, you should save up for it at least. Are you planning on getting X-Plane 12? I'm getting X-Plane 12 as soon as early beta releases. I mark my words. I will definitely be at least one of the first people streaming that simulator. You just mark my words. I'm 100% like always searching the forums, like always looking at like the news, you know, the threshold and FS Elite, and you know, all that stuff, just to see how far we are from release, because I'm like extremely hyped for it. I'm super hyped. I don't really expect X-Plane 12 to be stable, like extremely, like, you know, like X-Plane right out of the box. You know, the minimum, I saw the minimum spec requirement. It's literally like, it's actually a lot better than the minimum for X-Plane 11. But I've checked that out, and I think it's like basically having a better simulator, running a lot better on, like, even if you didn't have a decent computer, you could run X-Plane 12 at really good frames and like actually enjoy the sim like that. I want to get back into streaming Infinite Flight. I mean, I used to stream in Infinite Flight, and that's what got me here, really. Yeah. Yeah, Infinite Flight basically just got me where I am streaming X-Plane. A lot of my Infinite Flight viewers just don't return anymore because they were, you know, especially for Infinite Flight. Like, if you were streaming X-Plane and Infinite Flight, I mean, that's not a problem, but make sure you just balance both of those out. But yeah, thank you guys for 5 likes. Very, very awesome. Thank you guys for all your support. I really, really appreciate that. And we are approaching top of descent. Crap. 2,500. Actually, it's 3,000 feet. But I can't get the pro version, so yeah. Oh yeah. That's also been something that, you know, the pro version of Infinite Flight, like, you can stream with the free version, but, you know, the pro version is obviously a lot better because you actually get decent planes, and a lot more area to explore. The scenery isn't that great overall, but it does the job. Starting to get a few frame rate drops, which is expected, obviously, because we're starting to enter Orbx territory. Yeah. Some real famous airlines use S-11 for training in the simulators. Yes, I have seen that before. I have seen that before, like full motion sims like that. You just finished climbing? Yeah. It's a really short flight. Like, this is basically what I have time for today, and like, I guess tomorrow or after tomorrow or something. Like, I'm definitely streaming at least twice this week. I've just had a lot of stuff come up randomly, and, you know, life, you know? But, you know, I'm still here. I can still stream. That's the good thing about it. And those tiles are zoom level 15 ortho tiles, and they look really nice up here. Down there they don't look as good, but, you know, it does the job quite well for being zoom level 15. It took like 3 hours to build 10 tiles. I thought it would take a lot less, to be honest, like, for zoom level 15, but I've got like half of the UK now, so yeah. Anyways, we're keeping the half between those two purple brackets. I'm gonna see how far we are from the airport. We're 40 miles from Papa Oscar Lima, and then about 10 to 20 more miles. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah. Life's just throwing stuff at me right now, like, in terms of, you know, busy, but I've still got time to fly. I've still got quite enough time. Also got a lot of projects with Let's Play and payware stuff, so yeah, that also takes a lot of time. I could be using flying. Man, like, I'm not even kidding. You're like, flying in Europe feels so different from flying in America. Like, it's just a totally different feeling in a good way. Definitely. Yep. And I have to make sure actually that I have the METAR for, because actually transition is 5,000. I'm a mouse and keyboard flyer. Oh man, I'm gonna be honest with you, that's tough. Like, you're actually tough. Because I used to fly on keyboard and mouse like 2 months after I got S-Plane. It was just keyboard and mouse, and it was just pain. My brother threw away his old joystick. Well, I hope you got a joystick or something like that. Because that's a lot better of an experience than flying keyboard and, you know, mouse. Definitely a lot better to use a joystick. Do you think you can afford any joysticks? Because I've got an old Logitech 3D. Well, it's not old, you know, I've had it for about, yeah, nearly 2 years. It's a little bit old, but, you know, and I don't use it anymore, so, I mean, I don't know what you can afford, but if you like it, you can throw me an offer for it. I honestly would take anything. But if you can't afford it, that's fine. Like, I'm just throwing in a random statement about stuff I have in here. I'd like to help. It's definitely a lot more fun. I was doing that method since 2021, so you've been flying for about a year on mouse and keyboard. Like, dang, that's a pretty long time. I'm gonna be honest with you. Actually, we're gonna go ahead and use med auto brake today for the arrival, because actually no, let's just do low. That'll do the job. As long as we don't overrun, we're gonna be, you know, the reverse thrust is pretty strong here on these CFMs, so we should be fine. Can't do because of school fees. I got you. Look at this scenery. Super, super nice. And it's zoom level 15, like, damn, like this looks quite nice for zoom level 15. We've got ortho for the entire, you know, surrounding area of Leeds, so, you know, just that. Just that makes everything look so nice. I make pretty decent butters. I'd say I do make pretty decent butters, but I'm not the best landing guy. Enter desk data. Oh crap. Okay, so we're gonna do that. I'm gonna pull out my speed brakes. I got those there. And I'm gonna go ahead and go to performance. That's phase, and I've got my approach here. QNH. It's gonna be EGNM meter. I got 60 FPS on that stream by OBS. Be showing that the stream is like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I've had those issues before. What VRAM, like, how much VRAM do you have on your GPU, and what's your CPU clock speed? Because that could contribute. So, okay, altimeter 3053. Temperature, okay, so we're pretty low today, about 3 degrees. It's not too cold, but, you know. Winds from the west, 200 and, okay, yeah, so 260 at 9, 260 at 9, we'll put that in there, and for the rest, I'll consult my chart information over here. Hello, hello, Flight Simmer, welcome to the stream. You're late, as always. Flight with Rev, welcome back. I haven't tried buttering the A319. You should definitely, I mean, it depends on, also depends on the side stick that you use. And, you know, actually, it doesn't really depend on that. I don't know what it depends on. You know, if you know how to flare a normal airplane, you can definitely do it with the A319. Use a desktop computer that is running old Windows 10, so I don't know what's the specs. I think you go to settings. You can go to settings and system, and down to where it says about, like all the way down to the bottom where it says about. It says device specifications, like right there. It'll display it for you, and you can see what your specs are. Throw in some more speed brakes. You weren't even home, but you're still late. That still doesn't change the fact that you're late. But anyway, I forgive you. Okay, Flight Simmer, question. Should I use low or med on the auto brakes? I don't know what to use. Because, you know, I think it'll do well on low, but if I use med, like, that'll just, like, make the brakes a living oven. Like, I don't want to treat my brakes like that. I'll literally, like, screw those up. I remember, like, doing touch and goes. Well, it wasn't really much of a touch and goes. Like, I literally landed, used, like, full braking, and then backtracked and took off again. And, like, I did that, like, 4 times, and my brakes were at, like, 700 degrees Celsius on the A319. That was just crazy. Med? Okay, I'm using med then. Thanks for that. Localizer. Okay, rad enough. There we go. We've got that in expedite 12. Okay, so yeah, last night I used auto brakes 2 on the 737-800, and it stopped like right on time. So, but you know, auto brakes 2 is obviously different to low on the Airbus. Alright, about 5,000 feet here. Decel point right on there. Kind of making the speedy approach in here. EGNM 32. Okay. I see. So we're not too far. We're about within the 10-mile range. Standard. Ah, crap. Okay, so what was the altimeter? I think it's 3053. Check. Yep. A little bit higher. Awesome. Oh boy. Oh, Sim Aviator is going live on the CJ4. That's cool. I never actually tried to get that snow mod working. Intel Core i3 3.4. Actually, 3.4 is really good. 8 gigabytes of RAM. Okay. Alright, I gotcha. Okay, so those specs aren't that bad, actually. They're pretty good for what you're running on X-Plane. Like, that clock speed is pretty high. So, I think you should be fine. Does it say anything about the GPU? Like, VRAM in megabytes or gigabytes? Forgot to set it here. Alright, awesome. Alright, we're gonna throw them all in. Speed brakes are out. Gigabytes. And how much, like, VRAM? VRAM would be your graphics. I don't know if it says it there. I don't think I can. It could be a graphics card integrated into the CPU. Because, you know, I had one of those when I had a Mac. So. And I had a 1.5 gigabytes of VRAM, which is obviously, like, really low. You should also, like, adjust your OBS settings, because some of them, like, may be, like, extremely high unnecessarily, and, you know, can make it laggy. No VRAM? Oh, okay, I see. Do you know if you have a graphics card? You would see it in an office. Oh, alright, I get what you mean. Anyways, pretty late here, so we're gonna go ahead and put in flaps 1. Throw them in. You should see the slats coming out over here. And get back into the cockpit. Slowing down here, we're holding 37. I'm gonna go ahead and throw in some speed brakes. Aha. So I don't know if it has a graphics card. I can't really tell. It could have an integrated CPU graphics card, but if it doesn't, then that, you know, it could be your problem. You should watch some videos on that sort of stuff. Like, look up something like OBS lag or something like that, and they should probably point you to the right problem. Alright, I got you. Anyways, approach ILS runway 32. We're doing the Cat 3. Actually, yeah, Cat 3 single arrival. Autopilot 1, med auto brakes, and we're on flaps. We're supposed to be flaps 2. Alright, flaps 2. And, alright, throw on all the speed brakes. Usually play on a HR laptop. Alright, I see. Then we're going to hold this altitude, turn on approach mode. Localizer established. And do we see the airport? I can't really see it off the distance, but it's not something I should really focus on now. Alright, perfect. Sorry for the bad spelling, I'm just tired after a full day. No problem, I can still read it. It's probably just me stuttering for no reason. That I do that a lot. Alright, glide slope alive, gear down, flaps 3. Got the star on it. About 3,000 and... where is it? It's out there. I think it's over on my right side. If I check my navigation... ah, there it is. We got early release because of staff meeting. Ah, okay. That's nice. It's good to leave work early. It's always good. Alright, landing systems. Whoops. Should have turned those on earlier, but yeah. Totally fine here. I forgot the landing lights. Too focused talking about all this stuff. But that's fine, you know, better late than never. And flaps full. Localizer is alive now. And there is the runway. About 27, actually, that was a pretty short flight, 27 minutes. SimBrief said 37, so that's pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and adjust my chair here for the arrival. There we go. Alright, great. Go ahead and arm the speed brakes. Check the cabin. School not work? Yup. That makes sense. I also sometimes get released early when there's like conferences or something. On the usual day. Did I set my... Okay. So, retracted. Okay, gotta go through that. I'm gonna leave my perf page open just in case I need some of this. Okay, VLS to 128. About 1390. Holding it off here. Some headwinds. Dang, like 30 knots. A lot of wind. But we're doing just fine. We're just hanging tight there. I'm just gonna turn off. You know what? We're taking over. Autopilot off. I should definitely assign my button here. Oh wait, I forgot to put those on. That's fine. Alright. We're taking over it like this. I'm gonna convince friends who has F-11 and has cool plane to go into a Zoom meeting where they can screen share and I can control their screen so I can play VATSIM. We're not on VATSIM today. And that's a cool idea, I guess. I mean, I think that exists. It's like Steam screen share or something like that. We're just a little low on glide slope here. Add some speed. About 60. Minor that. Nose down. Oh boy. A little low here. I'm gonna hold off the nose. Oh my god, speed's way too high. Keep nose down, about 40. I'm gonna increase power to 40. And a little bit of right rudder. Minus 44. Alright. Nice. Reversers. Oh boy. The winds are pushing us off the center line. Kind of fighting here with the rudders. And welcome to Leeds. You have the Airbus Thrustmaster set. I have the Bravo throttle quadrants. Alright. Speed brake's coming up. Welcome to Leeds, Bradford International Airport. We go ahead and exit here. I actually don't even need charts. I'm just gonna park at whatever gate. We're not even on that, so like who cares? Alright. Can't forget the APU. APU start. Master switch on. Landing lights, nose lights, runway turnoffs, and strobes off. You need to set up your camera properly in the sim, otherwise you keep getting that and getting low. Yeah. Alright. We're gonna use this gate. Wait for the flap open. I think it's there. Starts. Medium was maybe a little bit. See, I told you we could have literally exited at like we literally stopped at like half. We literally just used half the runway for this landing. I'm just gonna use my brake fans real quick. Ah, there it is. We're using Sam for the gates. Seems I can speak English. I can't speak. Right. And we're gonna park up here. That was a super short stream. Felt like it just flew by. Alright. Alright, and we've got APU avail. I just heard that transfer. Alright. That's like such a fast transition between like that top and just holding it up. So quick. Anyways, seatbelt signs off, engines, master 1 and 2 off. APU is going to take care of our power. Cycle the beacon lights and that's going to come in. Let's start. Yeah, exactly. Like, we're saving money. Welcome to Leeds. Just look at that PVR, so well done. And the same gates are honestly like so much better. Alright, no lights. We're kind of blinding the guy there. No smoking. Off. Disarm the emergency exit lights. And we're gonna go off on the IRS's. Short but fun stream today, wasn't it? And I don't need to mess with the annunciators. You know what? We're turning off the APU now. And battery 1 and 2 off. There it is. Leeds Bradford Airport. Very, very nice. 100% recommend it from Orbx. I bought it yesterday and I'm just checking it out today for the second time. And honestly, it's so well modeled. Like, it was so well done that I'm actually really surprised. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and check out. Yeah, we're gonna check out the replays. That's what I was about to say. We're gonna go ahead and check out the replay. It's only about 1 minute in total. I mean, 1 hour. Oh, why did I just say 1 minute? It's fine. Sim is kind of lagging here. It happens sometimes. Oh, the sim crashed. Oh, okay. Well, anyways. Anyways, that's weird. It's probably some sort of Orbx scenery problem. But we're gonna go ahead and roll the music. Unfortunately, we couldn't check out the replays because there was some, like, big stutter thing, but thank you so much for watching the stream, and I hope everyone enjoyed. And, I will be streaming on, I think, Thursday, maybe Thursday or Friday. But yeah. I don't even know what to say. I'm just so surprised about what just happened. So yeah. I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their evening and have an awesome day. Bye-bye. And if you'd like, you can join my Discord server. Links in the description. But yeah, without anything else to say, I wish everyone has an awesome day and peace out.